Go ahead, Broward.
Dade County.
Dade County was. They probably. Well, I say in the inner city, they pretty neck and neck now.
Yeah.
Really, like if you go down south, it'll probably be Columbus private. South Ridge got a nice weight room.
So are they getting donated equipment from the gyms? Like
I have no idea.
Like that's over time. They have.
I have no idea.
They've probably been applying for it for a long time. South Ridge used to be a power too.
Man, there's gyms out here getting rid of their equipment.
They do because they old, right? Exactly.
They could take donations though. Is that different? The schools.
Let's go.
Can
back
the schools take donations?
Schools can take donations.
That's different now. That might be a way because I remember when Flow Ride and all them did all that stuff for Carol City. I wonder if that was donated. When they put that tunnel up, they paid for all that different things that they was doing when the program was real strong. So maybe as a nonprofit, they could come at it and they could be donating equipment.
As a gift.
That might be a way to come at it without having to go through all the red tape as a donation, because I know they look at donations different.
But we're talking about construction though too.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
They could donate the construction.
The construction, if you want to redo it.
No.
A construction company could donate that as a write-off to a school.
No. It don't work that way.
They can't.
No, they can't.
They can't donate their services
because the school board have a specific way how they want their schools to be done.
A lot of shit
They have specs.
That. Okay.
That's what's called specifications.
But a construction company can meet those. Just as long as
they can.
They meet those.
But they
want to donate the labor and the materials.
There's such thing as a sealed bid. There's a bid process. How these things have to work.
Not for donations. Donations have to be different.
There's a bid process. How this thing have to work, man.
That school board, motherfucker.
That school board, man. But
they have.
Listen,
if it's approved by the school board, if it's approved by the school board,
no, listen.
Count me in.
It's a bid.
We already lied.
Process. Yeah, no. We're back. So the thing is, we was talking about the lobbyists, right? And we was talking about trying to get us to the point to where we can really make things happen.
Explain lobbyist form a little bit.
Okay, so a lobbyist is a person that how can I say?
The lobbies for
that will speak on your behalf, basically.
Okay, but what gives him that credential?
Okay, so
to be a lobbyist.
Okay, so first of all, you have to be registered as a lobbyist with the school board, and there's a type of red tape that you have to deal with.
I didn't know that.
You have to be registered as a lobbyist, right? So that's one. So because you're going in there and you're lobbying for somebody else's interest, meaning, let's say, I'm gonna say Chief Hall, right? Group. Okay, so Chief Hall Group wants to build, and let's say Chief Hall Group has its own members, has its own investors, right? So Chief Hall Group go in and they want to build this new facility, right? So now they got to go and lobby them to say, hey, lobby the school board commissioners to say, hey, we want to build this thing. Now the school board have to say, okay, have to agree. So all the different members, all the school board commission members, right?
He's like a middleman between the schools and the people.
Okay. That's exactly what it is.
A liaison.
Now, but we was talking off camera. We said that, okay, you have to kind of put them on the spot.
Who?
The school board commission.
Okay.
When you go to this meeting, and you only have a certain amount of time that you can talk at these commission meetings, right? Yeah. So you may have like about 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or whatever like that.
That's cool. Have 10 dudes lobbying.
Okay, but you got all 10 of those guys have to be registered as lobbyists.
That's okay. They could do that. Okay.
All right. So now
you got to play the game.
But the game is we have to put them on the spot and say, hey, look, I got $100,000 and I want this $100,000 to go to this specific school for this specific thing.
And then the next lobbyist say, I got $100,000. I want this to go to this school. But they all
and you kind of put them
Dade County schools that they're trying to improve the facilities.
Right. So that the money, so that whatever. So let's say I got $100,000, right? And I donate this $100,000. I want that $100,000 to go specifically where I want it to go. I don't want that money spread out to all these different schools. And then by the time the money get to where I want it to go, it's not enough.
Right.
Okay. So there's a way to prevent that because y'all was saying that off camera, that's what they were saying.
We can try that.
You have to make. You have to make a case.
Anybody put them on the
you
spot?
You have to make a case.
Yet.
You have to make a case.
But we've been there.
You have to make. You have to make a case to show why that school needs it more than the other one in front of the they
definitely
no, say all of them. See, that's what I'm saying.
You can say all of them.
You can't go with one school. I think we need to.
If you want to do one school,
we need to reach out to all those guys we mentioned, all of the Freezies, all of these guys. We need to come to these guys, and they all connected to all these schools. Luke Skywalker, all these brothers connected to these schools. Teddy Bridgewater, now y'all head coach over there at Miami Northwestern. Right. All these guys need to come in unison. Just imagine if all these guys were to be starting to show up to these meetings, making this kind of ruffling, that our programs need upgrades. And we tired of the money being spread all over the place. That the old saying, the squeaky wheel get the grease. Somebody's going to have to be the squeaky wheel for these schools in every way. And, of course, the attendance going to have to stay where it needs to stay at with these games. All that's going to have to improve. The program's going to still have to be strong, winning. All this stuff is just going to assist with this, what y'all saying. And I think that's what's going to have to be a unison of everybody going to have to just imagine Rick Ross bringing all his entourage, Flow Rider, Trick Daddy, Luke Skywalker, all these guys going to these meetings saying we want to change our facilities in the Power 7.
I don't think Luke.
We're not going to exclude the other schools, but we want to make sure these programs get upgraded.
You don't think Luke on what you said?
Because he already done upgraded Edison. Edison got a brand new field, brand new locker room. They got field turf, scoreboard, stands at Miami Edison on 62nd Street, right around the corner from Northwestern.
Okay, so
we have
he did
a better program.
He did that some way.
But that's why
when you were saying reinvent the wheel though. We need to know how
he did that.
Right. So you can go down there and do it individually. I don't know, he probably got his relationships with who he got his relationships with.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
So you
were saying we need to go and lobby for everybody.
Yeah.
He went down there. I don't know if he went down there or not, but he did it for Edison. Edison got a brand new field, scoreboard, their facility is brand new.
But now you mentioned Luther Campbell has a lot of different ties. And that's important.
I agree.
If you're gonna do anything, you're gonna need some political connections in the counties, states, and all that to get what you need to do. So it's a way he did that.
It's not 3 minutes.
No, definitely.
It's years.
It ain't 3 minutes.
I mean, how long?
3 million.
I've been there for a little
But
bit.
Luke been connected to high school football for a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
He's been connected to high school football for a long time. Yeah. Maybe these are some of the fruits of his previous labors with high school football.
He was doing some of that noise
because he was at Central for a little bit.
He was helping.
He was working around with Central. He had some connections. He was bouncing around. So maybe that's the end result of his labors, and now he got this head coaching job. I mean, Luke Skywalker is
that's one of Miami's finest, man. Come on
now.
We talking Luke Skywalker.
We talking about that whole thing.
How long he been at Edison though? He got to been there over 5 years, man.
Nah, Luke ain't been there that long.
He ain't been that long.
Probably about 3, 4, maybe about. You might be. I say 3 to 5 years.
I think he's been there about 5 years.
Because y'all remember when Jackson had the female head coach.
Yeah, KK.
KK. That ain't. I don't know how long she stayed, but I don't know how long that was.
A year or two. Something like
she was gone.
But Luke was kind of quiet when he was building that program like that. I mean,
Jackson.
No, I'm talking about
Edison.
Edison.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's
he definitely was on the radar doing it.
If you think about it, he got Liberty City, which is they practice on that same part. I'm talking about the Optimists.
They practice at Charles Hadley.
Oh, okay.
You got to remember that's the same time, that same area where they were cleaning up. They were cleaning up that area over there at the same time, and they were also the Haitian Cultural Center. They were putting money into that.
Yeah, Tacosi practice
over there in that area.
The Tacosi Optimists, they practice across the street. But Edison, man, if you you ever in the city and you pass by Edison, go check out Edison.
I've seen it.
Facilities.
So now what we going? So now. That almost throws that throws a little bit, that gives us a little bit different aspect of what y'all was saying earlier.
About what?
About how that money got to go all the way around.
No, we didn't.
Well, maybe it went all around and then ended up at Edison too. That's a good possibility.
Well, it could have started out at whatever amount. By the time it got back around to Edison, that's what they was able to get. Was the turf.
They got all weight room and all that.
Scoreboard and all. Good.
Weight room too?
Everything.
Allegedly. Came around. You don't know.
Allegedly. You don't know for sure.
We talking about Edison, a program.
And it's been a long time since they won.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They don't make money how Northwestern and Central and Carol City make money.
They don't have a strong alumni. At all.
So how you get them facilities like that?
Luther Campbell,
exactly.
You think we should start televising these games a little bit more and get some commercial money?
It's gonna be hard. Today, especially with
it's
streaming.
The way he did it. We need
especially
to
with streaming being so easy. You got the YouTubers and all that guys can go out there and stream the games and people can watch it from their phone. When you say televised, I'm thinking like ABC or something. Nah, we ain't gonna. I don't think we make enough money or we'll have enough money to get a contract like that.
The companies like McDonald's and people like that.
Right. I don't think they're gonna mess with us, sponsor us like that. Now, streaming wise, we can get a streaming company. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, and put it all on the platforms. Mm-hmm. The YouTubes and the Facebooks and Instagrams and stuff. To just stream the game. They have those. They have the streaming. Section 104. There's a bunch of them. 305 Sports. They got FHSAA. They have one where I think you pay like $5 or $10 or something like that. Still, definitely when like the playoff and the state games.
They stream all the games.
They stream them and you pay them $10 to watch the game. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's not on a big network like a ESPN or ABC or nothing like that. Mm-hmm. Now, ESPN, they do. Like one or two games nationally televised, especially like St. Thomas, they'll get a big time game on TV. Chaminade or Northwestern, they'll give us a game on TV. It'll be one game. It won't be every game, but as long as it's a national game, they'll give us
them Texas games, they get
we'll get that. So and that's good. It's good. It's good for South Florida. It's good for the exposure of the kids as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it would be really interesting to find out what the process Luther Campbell did to put Edison in the game like that.
Facility wise.
Yeah, facility wise.
It would.
Yeah, it would be interesting because
get him on, man.
I don't think he's gonna spread that sauce though. To be honest with you.
Maybe off
camera he might.
Because he battling us, man. He battling the Northwesterns and the Booker T's and the Central because he want to beat us. You know what I mean? So I don't think, just my opinion, I don't think he'll give us the blueprint to how we can upgrade our facilities because guess what? He ain't crazy now. If we upgrade our facilities with our winning, we're going to get his blizz. He ain't crazy. Imagine.
That's his draw then.
Imagine.
That's the only way he could be put in the game.
It's a recruiting tool.
Yeah.
I tell people this for years. When you go and visit the colleges, what gets you to commit?
Facility.
You see the facilities. And it's immaculate. It's something you never seen. A big locker. Your name, this show space. A weight room so crazy. It's like 3 houses in there. Unlimited machines. You go to the cafeteria. You come from barely eating. Now you gotta you Golden Corral every day. Smorgasbord. Every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. It don't the cafeteria don't close to 12. Every day. Sunday through Monday. That the football players use.
In high school?
In college. Oh, I'm just saying in college wise.
Good God Almighty.
No, not in high school. No. I'm saying college wise, but I'm just saying what gets you is the facilities. That's why I always lobby for Northwestern. We have to upgrade our facilities. If you go to St. Thomas, if you take your kid on a visit to St. Thomas, they're gonna walk you through the weight room, a trophy room, go on their field. You're gonna be like, damn. Imagine my son working out in here. As opposed to Northwestern got what we got? 5. We got 6 stations. 6 workout stations. St. Thomas got 15, 20 workout stations. Know what I'm saying? You get better, you get more done. You know what I mean? So that's why I just want the inner cities in general, upgrade your facilities, man. It helps so much with a recruiting too. I'll give you a quick story. We had Sam Brooks, big time DN we had back in like 2018.
Because you was actually coaching that.
I was actually coaching.
Yeah, you was coaching.
And Brent Venable came down. He was the defensive coordinator at Clemson at the time. That's when Clemson was on fire. The dude comes down, comes to see Sam. You know, we walk around, visiting the school. We show him our weight room. Buddy looked at the weight room. Buddy said, "This the weight room?" We said, "Yeah, coach, there's a weight room." He said, "Man, how do you guys produce the kind of players y'all produce with this kind of weight room?" Dog, I was so embarrassed. I'm looking like, basically in a nutshell, Buddy said, "There's some bullshit in here, and y'all still kick out the players y'all do." I'm an optimistic person, so I'm thinking like, you upgrade the facilities. Imagine the players we can produce and the players we can get. You know what I'm saying? St. Thomas, state-of-the-art weight room. Chaminade, all these people got state-of-the-art weight rooms, man. A program like a Northwestern. Exactly. A program like Northwestern, the Carrier City, that's powerhouses in the city. We deserve this, in my opinion. We deserve it. So, going back to Luke, I don't think he'll give us the blueprint to how he did it. We just got to find it on our own.
Yeah, the blueprint's there. We don't need to ask him.
You know what I'm saying? We just got to find it on our own because he ain't crazy, like I said.
But
if everybody upgrade their facilities in that city right there, Luke in trouble. He in trouble because the little kids he do get, we gonna get them. I'm telling you. Because now they gonna say, damn, Northwestern, boy, we got Teddy Bridgewater to upgrade the facilities immaculate. We already known for winning. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we gonna get all the kids.
And boy, Central, I mean, them programs, year-round programs too.
Yeah, we gonna get them all, coach.
Yeah.
Let's speak about the elephant in the room. Like, Northwestern, great school. A lot of these schools are great schools, but the press that Northwestern is getting over there, as far as the kids is acting up. I don't know. I don't want to say it like that, but some kids
they act up.
Yeah, that happens everywhere.
Everywhere.
But they get a lot of bad press. So is that a recruitment killer too? At this point,
I think to some point, because I think that the city is the city and the program is the program. Yeah. I think with a lot of the inner city kids they so talented, they just gonna go there. Now I think with kids staying, just say for sake out here in Pembroke Pines or suburb areas, they want to come to Northwestern. They don't know the vibe. You know what I mean? It's different. You're dealing with inner city kids. It's inner city. You raised out here. Them boys a little more, you know what I'm saying?
A little rough around the
But
edges,
on the other side to it too, we're a magnet school. You know what I mean? We got good programs. You know what I'm saying? We got all type of programs going on from doctors and dry cleaners and whatever mechanic stuff like that. So football wise, you just got to be ready for it, man. If you come, you got to adjust and adapt. You know what I mean? Northwestern is gonna be Northwestern because you're dealing with a lot of inner city kids. You know what I mean? It's just the city.
And that's just the plague. That's just the
mentality.
Right.
That's the nature of the beast.
They grow up tough.
South Central, all them schools in California, gang riddled neighborhoods. You get all them superstar basketball players come out of some of them neighborhoods. Also, look at old boy from Compton.
Who that?
Beast Mode.
Oh, Beast Mode, yeah. Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, you get a lot of guys come out those neighborhoods.
He from my bad. He from Oakland.
Oakland.
You're right.
Oakland, yeah.
Oakland gutter too though.
Yeah.
There's some hard areas there.
Oakland gutter, boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They got all the game out there in Oakland. Boy.
Yeah, them boys gutter in Oakland too.
They get a lot of boys out of those inner city. My point is, inner city schools, they deal with a lot of that.
They do.
And you like Ray was saying, they all get bad press. And Northwestern been getting bad press since we was in school and before us. But look, they were still able to do what they have done with football. Central got bad press, but you don't hear, once winning, what they say, winning is the remedy for all ailments.
It's definitely a challenge, man, dealing with them kids, day in and day out. It's a challenge, though. Like you say, a lot of them come from broken homes. Single mother homes, you know what I mean? And football is their outlet. You know what I mean? Us as coaches,
protection.
Right. Us as coaches, we just got to try to help the household as much as we can. Start at home, but we are no parents that will be parents all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You can do what you can for the time you got.
For the time being, you get them. You know what I mean, and just try to, lean on them shorties. They lean on you. You know what I mean, and hope the best for them. You know what I mean. Some of them pan out. Yeah. Some of them don't. It is what it is.
You try to coach with traditional values, or just try to melt in a little bit of what contemporary, what's happening with these kids nowadays, and adjust with them with the traditional.
A little bit of both. I'm good at reading people, reading my players. You know what I mean. I'm old school. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean. Mm-hmm. I'm all about respect, hard work. Got to be disciplined. Mm-hmm. If this is what you want to do. Now, if you out here just playing with it, you're gonna get play results. But if this is what you want to do, got to put the work in. It's just that it's really that simple. There ain't nowhere around it. You know what I mean? You got to work hard. Got to be consistent. You know what I mean? On and off the field. It's not just an on-field thing. When you in that building, you got to act accordingly. You got to go to school. You got to conduct yourself. You know what I mean? Can't get in trouble. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You want to be a gangster or a football player. There ain't no in between. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't shortcut it. The fast forward, you can't play football forever. This is a short stint. Yeah. 1%. You got to maximize it. You got to maximize it. 1% make it to the league, and all these kids, they trying to get to the league. Nothing wrong with that. All y'all ain't gonna make it to the league. You know what I mean? So you have to take football as a life lesson tool. This is what I tell my kids. Mm-hmm. It's gonna bring you discipline, how to be on time, how to work hard. So when you get into the real world, you working, you're an entrepreneur, you got that discipline now. You know how to be on time. You know how to get up and work hard. You know what I mean? Because all y'all ain't gonna make it in football. Let's be real. You ain't gonna make it. But you still can be successful. Yeah. This is what they missing. You can be successful without playing football. Exhibit A. You can be the owner of the team, the GM of the team. That motherfucker don't play no more football. Mm-hmm. They the owner. They pay you to go out there and collide and take a chance on injuring yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They sitting back in suits in the suites every Sunday. Yep. They cooling. Watching, you know what I mean? So you still can be successful.
Or you can be one of those. You can be you can go up the ladder, be an engineer. Then you can go ahead on and start being a fourth.
You physical therapy, agent.
It's so many
exactly. It's but so many.
They all have that discipline that it takes to be successful in anything. Mm-hmm. You have to have a type of discipline to be a successful person on any level.
On any level.
Yeah.
Whether you playing ball or not, man. We working guys. You know what I mean? The discipline we gotta have, the consistency. You gotta get up and just go every day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and do what you do, man.
Even when you
no matter what.
Like they say, it ain't about motivation no more, man.
You can't play ball forever. I tell my kids that all the time, bro. You can't play ball forever.
So you better have a plan.
You better have a plan.
And the sooner a child has a plan on which direction they want to go, they could implement it, and they could raise the percentage of success by knowing where you want to go and using football as your avenue. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're good enough to get that, being that 1%, that's different. But if you still work, if you work hard and do all that stuff you need to do, you're gonna still be successful.
Now let's stay in that 1%. Even if you in that 1%, say you make it to the league, you still got a short career. Let's say you make it.
That's 5 years.
Let's say you make it to the league. You in 21. I'm gonna give you 10 years.
Yeah.
Let's say you get out the league at 31. Mm-hmm. You still fairly young. What you gonna do after that?
Yeah.
Well, you still gotta make money. You still gotta live. You 31 years old. Think about it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. You only 31.
Oh yeah.
You mismanage that money, you right back to square one.
Yeah. And boy, you said 10 years. 10 years is rare.
I'm giving you 10. That's a good career. Like you say, you drop it down to 5. Boy, you save some money in them 5 years. I don't think you did, because one thing about coming from the inner city, when you ain't got it and you get it, you in stunt mode.
Yeah.
You buying a lot of unnecessary clothes, jewelry. You got to give your family money, cars. You gonna buy a house. Think about it.
I can't remember the player's name, man.
Think about it now. And like you say, them 5 years gone, you look in your account. You had, let's say, $5 million. Now you look in that account, you might be at 500,000. You got a plan? Because all you knew, NFL checks.
Spend.
You see what I'm saying? That's the 1 percentile. You can mismanage that money easy.
Yeah,
you seen that?
Easy.
You seen that one football player? I think it's a football player. He wasn't even making as much money as all the other players. He wasn't in the top tier, but he invested his money right, man.
He was in stocks. I know you're talking about. I seen that.
Stock, he got into,
I seen that special.
Yeah, what was he, franchises? He had franchises, food.
You gotta
restaurant, wash houses, everything. Man.
You gotta be sharp, man.
They got a lot of things in place now with the league now.
They've been had it.
Where they teaching these kids about.
They've been had it.
No,
they've been. Listen,
man. Just
when you going to get drafted, they had this big whole financial seminar, all this stuff, financial literacy.
They had it.
They have stories about former players. They broke. They tell their story. Boom. Okay, they lead that go in one ear out the other. Majority of these guys, quote unquote, got financial advisors, and still come out with no money.
Yeah,
that lets you know right there that the information or the knowledge they getting go in one ear and out the other.
Yeah,
because there's no way you got a financial advisor and you got all this money and you still ain't. You come out when you finish playing, you ain't got no bread. That means you ain't listen, and you still did what you wanted to do with your money, which is fine because it's your money. You just mismanaged this, man. You broke now. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have to be really strategic, man, and really careful playing with the NFL money. We watch ESPN. We watch these big deals come through. Ain't none of that money guaranteed. Most of the guys don't even play out them contracts. Let's take Christian Wilkins. He just signed 4 year, 110. What he had like 60, 70, 80 million guaranteed.
60, yeah.
I can assure you, Christian Wilkins won't see all that money.
The guaranteed or the money?
He gonna see the guarantee because it's guaranteed.
Guaranteed, yeah.
But he won't see that whole 110.
He better make that 60 million move.
He would have to play.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
He have to meet all of the incentives, all of the things that we don't see. He has to make all that. That has to.
The owner smart. When you get to year 4, they're gonna ask you to restructure or they're gonna cut you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They that's why they give you that. But that's why the players too, they ask for all their money up front. I need my guaranteed money. Because I know I got that. I know that's mine. You know what I mean? But they're gonna tax the 100 now.
Oh yeah.
So let's do you break the taxes down. 100 go to what now? A little bit above.
He got to relocate.
60.
He got to do a whole lot. Yeah.
So the 100 really ain't 100. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got to really be real strategic with your money, man. All people see you getting paid all this money. They really think you got all that money. What you got some money now? You got some money, but not that. It's not that 110 you seeing that I signed for because this getting taxed.
Yes.
What about players who lose, like famous players, like for example Ray Rice, who lost everything after going through like a domestic situation with his fiance, like players like that?
Absolutely, I think he was, in my opinion, blackballed to a certain extent.
After
you know what I mean?
After all that came out.
After all that came out, because there's been domestic is domestic. We can agree on that, right? There's been white players. There's been other black players that had domestic disputes.
Domestic problems.
Right. And they still played.
But the NFL disconnected themselves from him.
Correct.
I think he was
blackballed. He probably was the only person
with those videos that really.
He was on the elevator, right?
He was on the elevator. Yeah,
that was hard.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they didn't like
that. Was a question, right?
Like, no.
All right. So what about them? I mean,
that was a comment.
It's very unfortunate. That was a question.
Where it came from?
Oh, you just asking
that. No, you just
very, very unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate that, like we talk about on the podcast, knowing your boundaries and being able to control yourself in all the different situations.
Yeah.
Of course, he didn't know the total outcome of that decision, which he lost his career because he was a hell of a running back at that time.
He was
about to sign a new one, or he just signed one, and now by choosing the wrong situation or not being able to control his temper when he was being provoked by that, he lost all that. So could you really blame the NFL, or could you really blame him?
You can blame, but you can't blame him. But the bias of it, you know what I mean? Was he wrong? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Business wise, they say, okay, we're gonna disconnect
everything. Yeah.
We're gonna disconnect ourselves. We're not condoning domestic violence, but there's other domestic cases that happened, and those guys are still playing.
But see,
so
on video like that.
So why would you not give
on video though?
No, not on video.
Yeah, that's what hurt him bad.
Charges was brought up.
I think they called
police was called.
I think Ben Roethlisberger incident was on video.
Rape. Same thing with Favre. Those guys still played. Okay, you know what I mean? Video wise, did they catch it on video? No. But it still was a case or a domestic case. You know what I mean? So it's just like
they would have never got rid of Favre, man.
But that's what we're saying. That's the bias in it. That's the bias in it.
Because we always talk about being able to navigate, understanding where we are.
Absolutely.
With our skin color. Mm-hmm. You know, one of the hardest lessons I learned in life is that you can't do everything that other people do. If you get what I'm saying.
And you shouldn't. And I really
and you ain't, I mean, you're not going to be measured by the same guidelines.
You shouldn't want
so you have to be able to navigate. No, I'm saying in the you know, if a brother of the white race do certain things, he's not held. It's not the same, and we got to understand that. You know, we always talk about our country. We had a nice talk about is racism exists, and to a certain extent, we understand it's still here, but we can still navigate. Because a black man can still become wealthy, but now he has to navigate so where he doesn't put himself in a certain predicament, thinking that he can do the same thing as a white American male.
When last time you used profile?
Me?
Yeah. When last time you used profile?
Well, when I came home.
Now, when you say profile, well, what you mean profile?
Racially. Profile, like a racist person.
Profile. Well, I was racially profiled in a subtle way, and it happens a lot, but we don't pay attention to it. I purchased a golf cart, and I ride around my neighborhood with it.
I already know where you're going.
Now I'm the only one, white or black, that does that. But when white Americans come to me and ask me questions like blatantly what type of work you do, for me to be an African American male riding around while they working and I'm on a golf cart. Okay, that's racial profile.
A little bit, but I think they're curious.
But not only white folks ask me that.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're not used to seeing an African American male during that time of day riding around with his baby on a golf cart.
Is that racism?
Probably indirectly, not directly. I see what they're saying.
Okay.
It's subtle, yeah.
Or is it curiosity?
No, it's not curiosity. Come on now. Come on now.
Well, you know my stance on
come on now. Where you work at? You don't even ask me nothing else. You just come and ask me what type of work I do.
How old was that white person?
A little bit younger than me.
A little bit younger than you.
Older white folks.
So you like 65. So
maybe he look up to you. He just look up to you.
That was a female.
It was a female.
But I just want you to understand that it's never going to be where we can always do what white Americans do. That's just the country we live in.
I'm gonna give you a great example with that. We're gonna stay on the NFL.
And that's unfortunate.
Tim Tebow, he took a knee. He was against abortion. Doing the national anthem. Not one word said. He needed all season. Colin Kaepernick. Police genocide. He took a knee peacefully. Ain't disturbed nobody. What they do to him? They blackballed him. Out the league.
Tim Tebow, that was when he was in the league.
Tim Tebow was in Denver at the Denver Broncos.
Yeah. He's a Christian brother.
He was a Christian brother, white Christian brother. Yeah. But he still took a knee. But when Colin Kaepernick took the knee, they went in an outrage.
Yeah.
Oh, he kneeling doing the anthem. He disrespecting the soldiers and
the soldier told
him
to
Tebow did what both of them took a knee silently, peacefully. Ain't disturbed nobody.
We live in a fickle society, man. Because look, think about it. Kneeling is actually more respectful than standing up.
But not in their eyes. I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. But both of them took a knee.
It was just a cause. Yeah.
Which one was blackballed?
Of course.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I say the bias in the NFL. You see how
we live in the matrix.
Deshaun Watson did Aaron Rodgers did the exact same thing that Deshaun Watson did.
Deshaun Watson.
He said, I want out of here. I don't trust the leadership. Deshaun did it. 21 women come out.
Hey,
I'm gonna give you another one. Eli Manning.
I know that.
Eli Manning supposed to got drafted to the Chargers. He told them people, I ain't going.
Yeah, he did.
Caleb Williams this year, he don't want to go to the Bears. They trying to, he ungrateful and he isn't. What's the difference? Eli Manning did it. His daddy told him, we are not going to the San Diego Chargers.
That's right.
Point blank period. We ain't going.
he was very influential.
Nobody said nothing about it.
Yeah, but he
And
powerful.
it got done, right?
They daddy was powerful.
He is, but it got done.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Williams' daddy, he throwing out all these crazy, we want ownership in the team. I think that's a bit wild. But now they're saying he don't want to work out for the Bears. Because what's the coach's name? He was the coordinator he was the passing coordinator at SC, but now he's the offensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders.
Okay.
But they got the second pick.
Not old boy.
The tall
Bieniemy, not Bieniemy.
No, not Bieniemy. Bieniemy gone.
He gone, but he was the man that dude already there.
Not Lincoln Riley. Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury.
I don't know him.
He's the coordinator for the Commanders. Caleb Williams is from Washington, D.C., born and raised. They have the second pick. You see that connection? So Caleb Williams telling them, I don't want to work out for the Bears. Basically, man, y'all don't draft me.
I want to go there.
Right, but the media like, he this and he that.
In the ride.
Eli Manning did it. A lot of people don't know. John Elway did it. The Broncos drafted him. Somebody else drafted
Speaking of
him.
Broncos, Russell Wilson gone.
He went
Russell
and played
Wilson
baseball.
Don't change the subject.
They're not gonna mess with Russell Wilson. Be quiet. They're not gonna mess with Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
He ain't got nothing on him.
Don't change the
But I'm just trying to say.
We talking about something different.
We just the bias of the league.
This is why I always say.
But are they gonna find something on him?
You got to know.
Because he wanted to
I know
leave. That's
they
the whole
ain't gonna
point of the
find nothing on
conversation.
Nah, man, Russell Wilson ain't gonna find nothing on Russell Wilson, man.
Just like you said,
Nah,
the
he-
girls to come out.
Yes.
Maybe,
Russell Wilson
been
good.
riding.
He's squeaky clean.
We know his.
Squeaky
We know his
Yeah,
character.
He's squeaky clean.
We know his character.
Squeaky clean.
He ain't no need for him.
Sierra always
know.
with him.
Man, you got a wife like Sierra, man. Good looking chick, man.
Big time.
Money got all your kids, bro. He ain't no need to step out. You'll be a fool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have
Yeah,
your
be a
character
fool.
right.
Yeah,
There's
be a
people
fool.
that messed up with beautiful women all the time.
Yeah, they do.
But
They do.
the point is navigation is what we have to start to understand as African American males in this country.
Agree.
It's not impossible to become wealthy, but you have to understand the playing field
Especially when you get that
and
platform.
understand to play the game.
I like what Ocho's saying right now, man.
yeah,
He's
play
trying to
that.
teach these young kids right now, right this second. Stop trying to buy all these Gucci watches and
It don't matter.
Louis Vuitton this and all this other
But
crazy stuff.
materialism, man.
Just get
Black
you some
folks.
land.
Don't mean
get you some
absolutely
land,
nothing.
take care of your family, make sure everything is safe, and do your thing.
It happens all the time. You can
Because we're not going to be able to do what, as an African American male, we are never going to be compared equally to a white American male.
You should never want to either. See, you keep saying
That's
that, but
true,
you
too.
gotta be careful.
No, not like that. I'm just saying we'll never be or considered equal.
they had a full on
We
it.
don't. Yeah, we don't. Yeah,
They had a head. I see what both
shit-
you guys
yeah,
are saying.
Yeah, we'll never be
Don't
considered
do it. Let's just do our thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Do our thing.
Yeah.
And I see what you saying. You know
These kids don't
they
even
got the
look at it
head
that
start.
way nowadays, bro.
because they
They wasn't
know.
brought up in
They
it.
think
They weren't brought up in it.
They weren't brought up in it.
And then the bottom line is, man,
And they
it's
can't
more-
see it.
It's way more opportunity.
They can't see it.
It's
Exactly.
a lot of opportunity, man. Trust me, bro. It's
Some of these kids
way
don't
more
believe in God no
opportunity
more,
now.
man.
Interracial
than what
couples
we
at an
had.
all-time high.
Yeah.
I mean, we got
Way
more
more
opportunity.
opportunity.
Yeah,
man.
we're
It's
the
way more
different.
opportunity.
We're the different.
in our time, bro.
Yeah, I mean, in the
We Gen X. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
No, we not
Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
we not. No, baby boomers are before us.
Yeah,
we
baby
not
boomers
just-
for us. Baby boomers
What,
ended
70?
65.
65.
Yeah.
64, 65. That's
They
when
probably
baby
stopped
boomers
him because
ended.
they see that little cute little
49,
light skinned
48,
baby on his
49,
car.
48.
That's silent.
Vic.
I mean, silent generation before.
Vic.
Before that, yeah.
They see a cute little light skinned baby on his golf cart. Come, what you do for a living? Who you with?
Mm-hmm.
It's just the fact that golf cart is a leisure. you know, for you to have a golf
Is it
cart.
disposable?
That's disposable income.
That's good. That's good.
So to have disposable income.
That's good.
That's the word of the day.
Yeah.
Disposable.
Disposable. That's the word of the day.
No,
You said it to come to you.
Here we go. I said it.
Okay.
That's all I. Okay.
Hello. Yeah.
It's
Hello.
disposable.
Yeah.
Disposable. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I got my word now.
Yeah.
So that's disposable now, right?
But to answer your question, what you asked.
What's my question?
You asked. I wondered. You said, "Have I ever been exposed to racism?"
Yes.
And
Recent.
Yeah.
He asked all of us, and you
I
gave
just
a
told
long-winded ass.
They said no.
They didn't even get to
Me,
the
no.
goddamn- I
He
can't
did like
remember.
20
They
minutes
said
on
never been racially
golf cart and
profile.
They say
20 minutes.
they can't see it.
No, I didn't say that.
Especially
I didn't
him,
say
he's
that.
blind.
I didn't say
I
that.
can say,
I didn't say that.
You should be able to see it as a business owner for sure.
listen, I can say, okay, if I'm looking for it,
Subtle.
I can listen. If I'm looking for it, right?
It ain't like the
I can
30s
pick
and
out some
40s and
shit.
50s and 60s.
You're right. If I'm looking
It's
for
gonna be
it,
subtle.
if I'm looking for it, I can find something.
You always can't find
It
it.
You
happens.
understand what I'm
You can
saying?
always
I can
find
find
something.
something if I'm looking
It's
for
on every commercial, bro.
But it's like,
You gotta pay attention.
it's not a big deal.
you don't care.
I'll give you an example. I sell life
I
insurance. Right?
navigate.
Hold on.
I'll give you an example. I sell life insurance, right? And sometimes, you go to people's houses. You know, they might be white, Hispanic. So there's one particular person, Hispanic. You know, boom, knocked on the door. Hey, this is the information you require about him here. You know, to speak with you about the information. Oh no, but he looking at me. You know, he looking at me crazy. Like, you know, I wasn't expecting a black man, to be on my doorstep to send me some life insurance. Too sharp for that. Got a team, right? We got Spanish people on our team. No problem. I leave. Get my Spanish homegirl. She up the par. She go knock on the same door. Yeah, I got the information, and yeah, come on in. Close the cell. What's the difference? I'm a black man knocking on your door. You got your kind.
She's
knocking on your door.
She's comfortable with that.
You
But
see what I'm saying?
There's a difference between racism and prejudice.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's prejudice. I'm with you. That wasn't racist. That's why I say I'm with you. Well, I completely agree with you 100%. Was it racist? No. And I don't take stuff like that, personal, because I just see the pit like, okay, it is what it is. Right. You know what I mean? All right, cool, no problem. I'm finna send my homegirl over here. You know what I mean? Boom, she come in, close the deal. We good to go. We gone. You know what I mean? I don't get upset.
So prejudice. What's the difference between prejudice and racism?
I think indirect. Like, if you're a white man or I'm a black man, and I just and a white man say you ninja,
So you mean
or a bigot, say.
What you think the difference is?
It's not what I said. It's not what I
Can we say
said.
the
It's what
N-word?
I know.
What it is? What it is?
What I know. Let me
I said
challenge
it
you.
was
What it is?
He said you nigga. That's what he said.
Oh my God!
He
Here
said
you go.
he tried to
This
say
is when
nigga.
it gets us kicked off.
No, I just
white
wanted to
guy
know what's
said
the
you
difference.
nigga.
Just look at it simple like this.
Okay.
Racism is strong racism and a hatred towards
Hatred,
another race.
like a bigot.
A bigot.
Like a
whatever
bigot.
you want to, all those words put in one.
Exactly.
Prejudice is just someone not understanding someone
Indirectly.
else's culture.
Exactly. Indirectly. I was saying, is it direct or it can
But
be
it's
indirect?
connected.
It's like somebody
Yeah.
might hate you from another culture is because they don't understand
got
your
a
culture.
question.
or
Right. They
understand
just
you.
make you. They just make them prejudiced.
They don't
That's why I
mean
say,
to hate
is it right? It's just
They
indirect.
don't mean
I got a
Doesn't
question.
mean they hate you.
they hate.
I got a disposable question.
You got a disposable question.
I have
Ding,
a
ding, ding, ding.
disposable question.
They gonna put this one
We
in the
need
trash.
a bell for him, Vic. We need like a
Right.
little bell one.
I have a disposable question.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Go for it. Go for it.
My question is, are black people racist?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah,
Absolutely.
everyone
Yes.
has. It's,
Huh?
Everyone has someone in a culture that's
Man,
racist. Man.
It's yes or no.
Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Yes.
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 Observable reality.
Observable reality.
You should see it.
Oh, okay. All right. So, is it okay
No.
for black people to be racist
No.
Boy.
versus race?
But
versus
people
white people
empathize with a black man. You know, when they
Is
showed
it
that,
right?
I said no first.
No, it ain't right.
Okay.
It ain't right.
That's it.
If you listen,
But it happens.
That's a disposable
because you
answer.
don't listen.
We're gonna throw that goddamn answer out.
You don't
It's a
listen.
disposable answer.
When you listen to, I don't know if you ever saw the old guy that he's about 80 something, and they have him, and he tells stories about when they were sharecropping in Mississippi. Old brother.
Mm-hmm.
And he started crying sometimes. He can barely talk, but he's really old. And he talks about how they whooped his dad and they tied him up to the tree and hung him in Mississippi because they wanted him off the land or they was trying to control him. When you hear those stories, you understand why. Because my dad he really didn't like. Only because he had to fight what he saw as a young boy.
He lived it.
He lived it, had to fight it. So he just felt that he could not find a way to do anything but learn how to work with. But feelings toward or he couldn't, he didn't develop it because he saw so much. And you have to unlearn that or learn how to forgive and heal. But I don't think my dad or a lot of those people from that were able to learn how to heal. It takes a lot of to heal from watching
physical wise,
them hanging.
A lot of strength.
The watching. If you see some of these videos and some of the pictures from what they did for no reason, it's hard. But it's not impossible.
That's the physical aspect of it, right? So I think when we talk, the isms, prejudice, and all that racism, everybody is looking at it from a physical standpoint. You know what I mean? So what Uncle Robert was saying, when the last time you've been racially profiled, he's talking about from a physical. Think about this systematically. It's in place for who to win. We'll go back to the 70s, the 80s, 60s. Can't get no banks for loans for houses. You couldn't get no loans for houses. You know what I'm saying?
Not if that name was, and that.
All the downtowns was for who? All the downtowns in the major cities was for who?
For the whites.
Boom. When we got there, they moved. So I think we're battling the racism part of it systematically. Still to this day, although we closed the gap, but
it's not as like it was.
We closed the gap because we're smarter now. We're more educated now as opposed to our parents. You know what I mean? Back in their 40s, 50s, 60s. Now we got more opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think system
opportunity,
right?
Because we were always educated.
Always educated.
Lost our way.
Always. That's why I say systematically. We was always smart.
Yeah.
But we didn't get the opportunity that they got because of the system. We go in the bank, we can't get no loan to buy land.
It shut off.
You see what I'm saying? If we do get the land, some sort of way, they take it from us. The Oklahoma deal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or eminent domain.
You see what I'm saying? So I think just systematically, all the laws in place were made for, to me, Caucasians to gain. Not for black folks. Not for black folks. Racial profiling as far as police. We legit guys. Everybody in here probably got a valid license. Them red and blue lights come on, your heart drop. And they gonna be a routine traffic stop. Cause we know they gonna take us different. How many times have we done seen they stop a white person? White people be belligerent. They get out the car. Why you stop me? They don't do that. They do absolutely. It's just different. You know what I mean? So I say systematically we battling racism as well.
A lot of stuff.
And you're 100% right.
You see what I'm saying?
But here's the thing: is that control fear too?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think, and I would say control fear, but like you said too, we're smarter now.
Yeah.
We getting out of all that. We're not in the 30s and the 40s to where they 50s. Where we scared now. We ain't scared no more.
Oh no.
White people, boy, you ain't just running up on no black dude
and
talking about it. But you already know what time it is with us.
In certain areas.
Certain
Let me tell you
true.
something. There's places in Mississippi, man. You still go down old roads, man. Dirt roads at night,
Alabama,
man.
even Florida, even here.
Places in Florida too, yeah.
But they know we on game now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Legally carrying firearms and all that. We ain't had that back in the day.
It wasn't an option.
You see what I'm saying?
My biggest problem with all of that is people calling themselves Christian and hating another Christian.
They just
colors, different colors. That's
just calling yourself.
That goes deep.
Or follower. How can you hate this?
I think
I understand that.
And I know we're taking a turn, but I'll just say this. I think people take the Bible and try to confirm it to them, as opposed to just read what's in the book, what God said. Mm-hmm. It's really that simple. You can't make the book fit you. It's the word. If you're a Christian, if you Christ-like and you following the word, it's the word. If you're not going by that word, don't call yourself a Christian. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. Some people call themselves Christians. We sinning right now. Everybody having a drink. We cussing. We doing it, but you can't call yourself a Christian. It's just that simple.
That's for y'all three. I'm drinking water.
You see what I'm saying? And it's really just that simple. You just gotta follow.
Especially him.
You gotta simply follow the word of God. If you in it, you in it. You know what I mean? You have
cup empty.
You have, the rainbow community calling themselves Christians. How? When God said women were made for men. Not man on man.
What you call it?
Not husband on husband.
That's a deep
the rainbow community. You know what I mean? So it's like, and they try to, they get on the pulpit and call themselves Christians. Preachers asking for money. It's just like, bro, it's like a gimmick.
You ever heard the Queen James Bible? They have a Queen's James Bible.
What? You see what I'm saying? It's crazy.
We're Chief Hall Podcast and we all over the place.
Us down,
but
man?
We're here, man. We're here. We're here talking to Lev, and we're here talking. We out here.
No, we not out.
Hey, I heard a trick. I was looking at a DJ Vlad, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean Vlad TV.
Yeah.
He just interviewed Trick, and it was funny, man.
Trick is funny.
Trick
is funny right now, man.
Trick called them Transformers.
Did he? Trick is really funny, man.
Instead of
I saw him on the Breakfast Club.
Breakfast
Club, man. He was really funny.
So how can you call yourself?
I'm gonna use that term now.
You heard him on the Breakfast Club? Man, he was pretty funny on the Breakfast Club.
Man,
Trick. And want to give a shout out to your sponsor, man, the Velour sweatsuit.
Are we live? Shit?
Give a shout out to the Velour sweatsuit sponsor.
Yeah, we live, man.
Oh, I'm saying. Well, I just want to know if we still live. Any comments or questions? Anything?
No.
No comment. Oh, okay. How many people viewing?
Shout out to Devon.
Oh,
a lot of people viewing.
Hey, y'all give me some questions. Some comments. We live. We got a lot of people. Chief Hall Podcast. Okay. Come on with it. What we talking about? I think Mike is watching too. Mike, send a comment in, a question. We talking about a lot of different things, man. Send a question in here. Chief Hall Podcast live.
I got a question.
Shout out to DK.
How is Bridgewater doing right now?
He doing great, man. Talk to a source that's close to the program, man. He dived in there. Head first, man. And he doing great. He crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's.
Some of the alumni can still come out and check out and be out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Practice, man. It's an open practice. You know what I mean? Come by there and support. But like I said, I got a good source. And I know Teddy personally myself. I could call him, but I know he doing his thing, so I don't want to bother him on that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, like I say, he crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's. You got to think. This is Teddy Bridgewater. This guy's a 10, 11-year NFL veteran. Mm-hmm. Star at Northwestern, star at Louisville, does a lot of great things in the community alone. Mm-hmm. Got the field named after him at Bunch Park. For his platform, his platform alone is just going to attract people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody want to see him succeed, man. So him right now, he crossing all the T's, dotting all his I's, man, and getting the program back where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's good. Shout out to Coach Stubbs too, man.
Coach Stubbs. So we got a lot of people watching tonight. There is it over 1,000 people, Vic? Okay.
Don't ask that.
Stubbs a good brother, man.
Yeah.
Right. Stubbs a good brother. What y'all think Stubbs gonna get that thing back on track?
Yeah. I think
Stubbs gonna get it back on track.
See, what I'm seeing with Stubbs, right? Because I follow. I look at Chief Hall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he do a lot of stuff. And he's one of those guys too, man. He's one of those coaches that he'll get in there, get his hands dirty, and he's gonna build. He's gonna physically build some stuff.
Yeah.
Inside of the weight room,
mm-hmm.
So he's one of those guys,
Mm-hmm.
Now I can say this though, man, we got a lot of. He had maybe about 80 kids out there, man.
That's a good thing.
Got a lot of kids out there.
Got good support.
Yeah,
good.
It's really good when all of the schools are competitive.
Yeah,
I don't like
Agree.
when you.
I think
you
we
got
back
all-
though.
I like
Yeah.
man. I like that.
I think we back, man. I think we back.
Give
man.
me a record prediction this year.
A record prediction.
Just a prediction, coach.
500.
Above
Above
5. We play
I
10
say-
games.
Well, you
6
play
and 4.
10 games. Yeah, I say 6-4 would be wonderful for a first year.
I think y'all can go.
I think we can do better than that,
73,
man.
8 and 2. Because really, they changed the classifications again. So really, the class
Which
you
means
guys
you
are
need that-
in now is really not.
You need that front four. You need that. You need
Of
that.
course.
He
he
said he
got
got some big boys when he was here. He said he got him some offensive line. He got that D line,
You got to bring him back on.
and
man.
he have that quarterback. Yeah.
I wish Stubbs the best, man. Like I said, I always
Yeah, he
I want to
Northwestern.
see Kansas City back, man. And
He
we
played
had
with
them
y'all.
rivals like y'all had with us with Northwestern.
He played at the
Did he
West.
play during
Yeah,
your time?
Stubbs from the West.
Yeah, no, I'm
Stubbs
saying
West.
same
played
time.
early.
No,
earlier.
Stubbs. What's Stubbs? I think Stubbs before me.
Yeah, he was
Maybe a little bit, huh?
No.
'Cause you 98.
I'm 45. I came out in 96.
I thought he
So
said
he may
was-
be after you.
I think Stubbs after me.
I think he may be after.
Stubb
I think he may be after.
Okay, I thought because I know he was on. I thought he said he was on the championship team.
He probably was on the 98 team.
Okay.
That could
That's
be
probably
it.
what it was.
Oh, okay.
He probably on the 98 team. But yeah, man, I hope Stubbs do his thing, throw his dollar, man. They got a bunch of good hires. They bought in some guys from the park, but got connects with the park. That's what you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you guys really got a gold mine, man, right there with the Ravens and the Chiefs, Optimus wise. So all them 13U kids coming off the park, that's y'all right there.
It's all
Love
love.
them in.
Like Frank said, man, it's all love. I want to
Love
see
them in.
everybody looking
when
good
it's
down there.
competitive, man.
Because if Norland competing, Cass City,
All of them compete.
the West, just imagine just that little radius right there from 183rd, let's just say to 36th Street. Let's just 20th
Jackson,
Street.
all
Let's
the
say
way.
let's go to Booker T. Let's just say 14th Street.
Uh-huh.
If we can just have that right there, imagine how exciting the games would be. We can
Every
really
game.
look forward to every Friday. It's a battle. You know what I mean? We can go watch a decent
And that's
game.
that's
you know
one
what
of
I'm
the good
saying?
things. That's one of the things I understand in
Exactly.
how
Right.
it is in Texas as well. Every Friday night lights, boys on.
Swole.
It don't matter who playing.
Don't matter who playing. They can
Yeah,
be
yeah.
playing a terrible team, but it's gonna be packed though.
Yeah, that's what I
Nothing like Dade County football, man.
Ain't nothing like
Man,
it.
you saying that now because you never saw.
Man,
That-
listen,
that-
I'm gonna always say that.
Yeah,
no
because
matter what,
but that's
I don't care what I see.
uninformed. That's uninformed.
That's not uninformed.
I think
it
with
ain't nothing
Texas,
like
disposable.
Texas
Talking
football.
about.
Disposable.
Texas
That's
support is
disposable
different.
information.
They
That's
teams don't be
disposable.
that good, but they support their team.
But I'm
That's
saying
it.
ain't nothing
That's
like
what you
Texas
talking about.
football.
Bro, ain't nothing like Dade
So what
County
he's saying
football,
Friday
bro.
night lights, they gonna come out ready
It's
to tell you
crazy.
sorry or not.
It's
Man,
crazy.
listen, ain't nothing like that inner city.
Yeah, ain't nothing like that inner
nothing
city,
like
though.
Dade
Well, no,
County,
I
man.
understand. Now, in
Period.
what aspect? Give me.
Okay, I'ma
show me
tell
what
you.
the different aspects.
You want to know why? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna give you one.
Yeah.
Because it's Dade County, man. Period.
See, I knew you.
Point blank. Blank.
I knew you
blank,
couldn't be
period.
detailed with your
Listen, I could be very
stage
detailed.
light head
Okay,
ass.
all right. Call it what you
You
want to call
can't
it.
be detailed.
Okay.
Give
so-
me an example.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example, right?
You want me to get them?
No. I'm
No,
I'm
let
gonna
him-
let you
yeah,
take
give
it.
us-
I'm gonna let
all
you take it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
let him
since
make
you
it.
coach too, I want to know the difference.
No.
Go ahead, let him go. Let go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Georgia,
Bro.
I want to know. I want
Okay.
you tell me. You tell me, and I'm gonna see what.
Okay, so first of all, I have never experienced going to Texas, going to California, right? I don't know what that culture like. I know what this culture is like.
And you've been to Georgia games too. Now don't stop.
I
Don't
have
act-
been to Georgia games.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Because I got my sons playing in Georgia, right?
Okay.
So that's deep up there. And I get it, right? But there is always a difference when you're talking about Dade County football. So I'm gonna say this, right? The alumni. That's the difference. When we talking about Northwestern, the Bulls. Hands down, I don't give a damn, right? They got the deepest alumni, right? They
In
alumni
South Florida.
In South
Right.
Florida, they go all the way back to
56. My
56
mama was the
when
first
your
class.
mama,
Might
your
be
mama
the
time,
nation
right?
back.
First class.
Your mama time, right? Okay, so now let's go to Central. Alumni deep. Right?
77.
Let's go to Kansas City. Alumni deep. My
Deep,
mama
yeah.
was there
64.
67. I'm on 67.
But it was
Graduated.
a white school then.
It was
But
a
I'm
white
sorry.
school, right? But the alumni deep. I get what you're saying though. It was
a white school then.
It was a white school,
But
right?
they still was supporting. They was big. Yeah.
Right. Okay, I get it. I get what you're saying, right? But my point is nothing really like the talent that's here, man. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
That's just what it is. That's just it for me.
Do you know anything about California football?
I don't. But I'm gonna let him because what you about to say is disposable. So it is. Go ahead.
California, big time. California got some good teams, great ball players come out of there.
Because you could almost say,
but is the alumni how it is here?
It is.
I think they got certain schools, like let's just say, let's take in my opinion, they best program right now today. Let's say Mater Day.
That's
Mater Day is crazy. Like they gonna get all the best players from the city, from the inner cities in the area, and the game's gonna be packed out every Friday.
Is that an inner city school?
No, it's a private school.
Private school.
It's not an inner city school.
Schools out.
So
give me a
inner city public school. In LA, I really couldn't. I don't know.
Give me a public school. Give me a public school like the West.
In LA or California.
In LA.
In California.
In California, in Texas, that got that strong alumni. Inner city.
Now I would say in Texas, I know
South Lake Carroll.
You say California?
DeSoto always have a decent
DeSoto,
team. That's a public. Black South Lake Carroll usually have a nice little squad.
Does Hollywood Hills have a good football
Hollywood
team?
Hills, they be all right.
They got the money.
Yeah, they got the money.
You talking about
California?
In California,
not this Hollywood Hills. Okay.
No,
no, not this Hollywood. We talking about California. And DeSoto, like this past season, and year in and year out in Dallas, Texas, DeSoto usually have a year in and year out. Yeah. They have a good team. They favor us. You know what I mean? They favor the West and Kansas City. They black. It's in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
The team that was on Friday night.
Yeah. So Dallas Carter. You know what I mean? Where Jesse Armstead and all them boys came from.
Where's that?
In Dallas, Texas. So
give me a power setting like we got here.
No.
Oh, well, that's gonna take me a little research.
It's different.
Bigger than us,
right? That's why I said it's so spread out. We got a school on every corner.
They school bigger than
us. Some good programs.
They do. I just don't know all the good programs.
I don't know.
Now I knew back in the day.
And then you talking about Georgia too? Got strong programs in Valdosta.
When we played Cal Poly, California Poly was the school. Back in the 90s, in the 2000s, Cal Poly was the inner city school to beat. You know what I mean? From the hood in California. You know what I mean? Now it's done shifted. Everybody pretty much go to Mater Day. Mater Day, and what's the team? Played St. Thomas. They beat St. Thomas at the first game of the year last year. What was that team?
Private.
Right, the white and blue school.
American?
Yep,
not American. They were from California. They were from California. They came here and played. It'll come to me.
School, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, IMG here. That's right.
It'll come to me. But though that school and Mater Day, them the schools out there right now today. But back then when I was, when playing early 2000, Cal Poly, year in and year out, that was the school.
Because that year that when Ja'Cory was there, they played South Lake.
We played South Lake Carroll in Dallas.
In Dallas.
That was 2006.
And that was for like a national
championship. Because they was one, we was two.
Time. Yeah.
Right. They was one, we was two. We went out there and beat them, won, and we ain't look back. We had a scare against Deerfield in the Orange Bowl when we had to go 99 yards for the money, but we went and did that. You know what I mean? So shout out to them boys on doing that and bringing that home.
My point here is, in our sphere, like you said, that's what you know. But I'm saying to you that those states are known for football just like we are. Now everybody know that we got the speed and the skill positions. A lot of that come from here, no doubt about it.
They known for football, but not like how we are.
But like a lot of those big boys, they come from the Midwest a lot of times. The big D-line, O-linemen, high school, going to college. Them guys come. We don't really have all them big boys because we're a hot state.
Yeah. I say we very known for skill.
Yeah, we skill.
I say we battle.
Big boys come from the all them other places like that.
But I just think in South Florida, we just have a problem getting the interior linemen, whether it's O-line or D-line. We got skill all day. You go to Central Florida, like you was saying earlier, You find big boys across the board. You go to North Florida, Panhandle, Pensacola, all that.
Yeah.
They got big boys. But for some odd reason in South Florida, we got big boys, but it's like they not big boys. They big, but they not. You ain't gonna see no 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". You know, they gonna be 6'1", 6'2", 250, 262. Man, you go some of these Central Florida, North Florida, Panhandle, man, these kids be 6'5", 6'6", 300 pounds. Mm-hmm. Midwest,
Texas be having
Georgia. These kids be huge year in and year out. And we just, I don't know what it is about South Florida.
That's what each state that have their football program, that's where they contribute to the whole high school football landscape. When you look at college, when you talk about going on to college, we all contribute. All states contribute to that college landscape with skill positions, linemen, and all that. They pull them from all over, but we known for skill, speed, and skill. We got the skills.
We definitely got.
Now I would say we known for that, but just saying we known for overall the best football, that's arguable. That's arguably.
It's arguable. It's definitely debatable.
Yeah,
because Texas gonna have they bid.
That's debatable. As far
California
as the best
gonna have
football.
they bid.
But that's not what we were saying.
You said that we the best.
I said that there's no place like Dade County football.
So let me give you an example.
I can understand that.
Period.
When Northwestern played Carol City that first Friday of school,
It was
man, the
like
tension
it was something else.
and the anticipation for that Friday was crazy. You know, you start school on that Monday, right? Mm-hmm. Practicing all week. Boy, you get to Friday, you know it's going down.
Yeah.
And man, it was just so fun. Like I ain't even gonna lie, boy. I miss them days, boy. That's them good old days, man.
Ain't nothing like Dade County.
Ain't nothing like that Dade County football, boy.
Nothing, bro.
You biased
nothing
because you don't have any other perspective.
We got to be biased, dog. We
know
for the
that.
crib.
You don't have any other.
You just don't want to admit it.
Okay. I know.
Hold on,
I know.
He's saying you don't have no other perspective.
No, listen. Do you agree that it's nothing else like Dade County football? Yes or no? Am I right?
Skill, speed, position wise.
No, he's just saying the game, not
the game.
not
like
the position.
Of the game,
right?
Like, yes.
Just going to the game.
And going
just
to the
going
game
to the game
on Friday night at the Mecca.
He's trying to get you to say
it
yes.
is.
You can pick.
It's nothing else. There's nothing else like
different.
it.
Yeah, we. If you want,
yes or no?
Understand it. No,
it's nothing. It's nothing like Dade County football, right?
It is.
See, he's not gonna agree with you, man. He's trying to
come on, man.
You gotta ask him why. Ask him why.
Ask him why.
Because I'm telling they, if you go to they shut all the stores down. They shut everything down in Texas for the high school football games on Friday.
We can't do that in Dade County. That's a small town.
After the game at the Mecca, everybody meeting up at the McDonald's right there.
Yeah, but that's not all games.
You had trash power.
That's not all games.
You going off a feeling that we had.
Dade County. That's not all games. The Carol City Northwestern game was big. Jackson Northwestern. We don't pack out all games.
No, I agree with you. Not at all.
They pack out all games.
Because ain't nothing else to do.
All right, see, that's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm going off a feeling right now. You're going off a feeling. We understand that. You're going off a feeling.
You know what would be a good field trip?
No, I don't have to go off a feeling.
That's not a feeling?
I want you to go to a St. Thomas Aquinas football game.
Nice.
Well,
you go
back that on Friday.
Now you tell me if our game was anything like that.
Okay, so first
that's what because I know that.
That's one school.
I went there.
That's one school.
I went to that game when they was playing for the semifinals, and it was rocking.
I'd be rocking.
That's a private school.
They support their school, boy.
It was rocking.
That's a private school.
Definitely rocking.
That's not about, but that's still kind of.
We talking about an inner city.
That's South Florida.
Yeah, I mean that game.
Wait a minute.
There's nothing like Northwestern Carol City when that rivalry is at its prime.
Hold on. What helped make St. Thomas?
The inner city schools.
The inner city schools. Do you agree with that? Yes or no?
Michael Irvin was from the hood. And they best players be from
put the camera on his ass.
The best players be from the hood.
It is.
Ask the question again now.
What made St. Thomas Aquinas?
The program.
No.
Because the students wouldn't be nothing without the program.
First of all,
we talk about
you got a lot of parents that's over there. I know this firsthand. You got a lot of parents over there that come from inner city schools that bring their kids there.
Absolutely.
that pay that
Yeah,
that tuition.
And a lot
They
of them
know
don't
that.
even pay the tuition.
Because they
Their
get that
kids just go
scholarship.
there.
But all of them ain't
And
getting
what
it.
bring the
Okay.
swag there?
Yeah, the inner city
the inner
kids.
city school.
So now,
Inner city
it's
kids.
nothing like Dade County football. Period.
You talking about attendance versus players?
Yeah, what you saying? Yeah,
Two different
things.
atmosphere. I'm talking about overall.
Atmosphere.
Nah, they I ain't gonna lie.
I'm talking
St.
about game
Thomas
after game.
St.
Hey,
Thomas,
Rob, born and raised in the
St. Thomas
county of Dade,
atmosphere.
man. It's nothing like
They support their
nothing
school,
like
dog. They support their
Dade County
program.
football.
I
Now,
will
it's
give
kind
it
of
to
like
them.
when you look at HBCUs. All our games are not like the Classic and like Homecoming, but those games are on next level.
They be packed.
They next level. But you go to a home game at Auburn, that's a regular team. It's crazy.
That's different, yeah.
That's different. So I'm saying, attendance wise, atmosphere wise, we hit and miss down here. It's not every game.
I agree.
You could agree with that.
I agree.
It's not every game. It's hit and miss when it's electric and it's off the chains.
When we were coming up, FSU every game was
No, he
packed.
don't agree with that.
Every game was packed.
You knew we got up for certain games now.
Yeah.
We ain't get up for NMB.
Because you right,
No, of
Miami
course not.
Springs, you ain't. You know what I mean?
Hey, you saw how many people was at the NMB game, and we
Back
sitting
in the
there
day.
trying to, hey, North Miami.
Hey, our
It
side
wasn't
used to be
nothing
packed.
popping,
This side
man.
had zero.
Zero, exactly.
All right.
North Miami Beach. Look at
They was in
North
y'all
Miami
district.
Had nothing. Y'all had nothing over there. Them
So you
games
see-
should be zero. Nobody there.
I still think we should pack
The
trash
atmosphere.
pile a
When
little bit better.
we had games that we check off when
But
we were
North
in
Miami,
the
North
90s.
Miami Beach is not a Power 7 school though.
No, that's new.
I know that's new.
When we was in school, man, the 80s, late 80s, 90s,
The
you
Power
knew what
7,
was, it
the
was
Power
pop.
7 is the inner city schools,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, or the predominantly African American.
Yeah, right. So
You gonna
my
ask a
point
question?
is,
Ask a question
there's
again.
absolutely
Ask the
nothing.
question.
There's absolutely nothing like Dade County football, bro. Point
Yeah,
blank. Period,
that-
man.
I love it. I ain't gonna leave it out. I love it.
Now you
I
talk.
factor this in too now. Don't forget about our band, boy. You know, once that band get to cranking up, boy.
And that's different too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Texas ain't gonna play that thing how we play it.
No,
Like,
sir.
That's different too.
And
Now.
that
That's,
bomb,
that's another
Yeah,
bomb,
like
bomb,
we was in
bomb,
school.
bomb.
Hey, hold on, that's a whole other element.
These
man.
bands ain't popping how we used to be.
You
Popping.
see what I'm saying?
But Kermit over there trying to bring it back though.
But I'm
We
talking
got to
about
get Kermit.
you had about
just
look
do
here,
over there
man.
at Central.
Yeah.
You had a whole bunch of them. We had that was band battles.
Oh yeah, I mean back in the day. I mean, but
But a lot of things contribute to why it's not like that. And I understand that.
Now we can go back to the whole political thing because they cut a lot of programs. Then, of course, we was talking about before, like we had transportation always to the game, right? When we were in school, we didn't have to worry about coming up with money to pay for buses to get to the game. Now that's a whole other situation. Now
for
they
the
got to
band,
pay. You know, they got to raise money just to get to the games now.
Chief Hall Podcast, we talking about all kinds of stuff. Thank you for coming and checking us out tonight. We out.
I was saying this, though. You didn't have on this screen right here.
Been on.
Nah, you know, that's the interview.